All right, this is Chad with BeGoneForGood. I am doing what amounts to number one in my video diary um, to hopefully help people that are interested in riding, interested in adventure riding, interested in just kind of picking up and finally following their dream or their passion, whatever that may be. I had a seed planted in my brain probably about 3-4 months ago that riding a bike across or through countries would be a pretty awesome way to see the world, and 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 a great way to hang out with the friends that I have. I talked to a couple of those friends, and they were also interested. I'm sure somewhere down the way we will probably talk more about Kevin and Wes. Hopefully you'll actually see videos as we make these trips possible. But initially I just wanted to get you started with how it happened. The first thing that we did was start talking about the things that seemed beyond reach. We started saying like, yeah, if I could quit my job, this would be the sort of thing that I would do. Or if I had all the time or money in the world, these would be the things that I would do. And when we started doing that, we were coming up with these ideas that were really grand, probably way disproportionate to our means, our time, or what our jobs or families would allow. But what it did was finally put a face to the name. It finally showed exactly where we wanted to be. So then at that point, once we had a target, we could start devising a plan to get there. And I think that's probably the most important thing, that if this is something that you're interested in, if this is a direction that you want to go, define that target. It doesn't matter if it's ridiculous or beyond you or seems impossible at the moment. Define that target, and it makes the steps that you need to take to get that direction so much easier. What we did next, once we defined our target, which was Alaska to Panama, that's our goal. We talked about all of the things that could keep us from it, money, time, family, things like that. And the decision that we made was planning this trip takes nothing. The time is available to us. We get on the phone, we get together, and we can plan. The expense would be, maps, a phone bill, something along those lines. Nothing really extravagant. But ultimately, the important thing is to understand that the planning stage is imperative. It's important. I would argue a necessity, but is also the cheapest thing that you'll do for the trip. So start that direction. Take those first steps. Start planning things. Start figuring out a route. Start figuring out the direction that you want to go, and the things that you want to see, and the bike that you want to get, and the gear that's going to be necessary, and how you're going to pack. And YouTube is a great resource to be able to find a ton of information about all those things too, so you can educate yourself, again, completely for free. So this is what we started doing, and we've progressed down that planning stage pretty far, and we've got target trips that we're going to take beforehand, small, easier trips to make sure that we are safe, to make sure that we are knowledgeable about what we're doing, that we're comfortable with the gear that we're taking, and how it's going to operate, and how we're going to operate as a team. So all of those things are sort of falling together really nicely, which is, I guess, more than I could have hoped for 3 months ago. And the last thing that I would want to say about this is that the added benefit of taking that first step, even the easiest step that's out there, is that you'll feel sort of a snowballing effect. You'll feel momentum on your side if you do that. If you name your passion, if you name your goal, and leave it out there as sort of an abstract idea that, yeah, it's too far, it's too difficult, we won't be able to get it accomplished, then that's where it's going to sit. It's going to sit out there as that goal that will never be accomplished. If you start taking steps towards it, even the smallest ones that you can define, momentum will start working for you. The boldness of your action will start working for you, to make it seem more approachable, to make it seem more tangible. And as you get deeper into it, the speed will accelerate, and that's when it starts getting really exciting. When that far off, impossible idea now starts going, I think we can do this. I think it's going to happen. I see this happening. My mind's eye is making this a reality right in front of me. And that type of inspiration is really, is pretty difficult to find. And when you can manifest it yourself, I think that's a pretty great gift. So stay tuned here. We'll continue doing diaries. Check out the blog for more videos. I'll try to be writing more. There'll be gear reviews and the motorcycle reviews and daily rides, and you'll watch the progression as I go from a newbie with an idea to hopefully somebody who accomplishes this goal and maybe makes it a little bit easier for you to see those goals in front of you as well. All right, thanks for watching.